Well, I figured I'd give it my best shot and try to clean the wheel wells out tonight, at least one side of the car. So let me flip the camera around. Got the car jacked up, broke the nuts before I jacked it up. Let's take the tire off and see what the wheel wells look like. I haven't had the tires off since I had the car, so I also need to flip the BMW caps around because the BMW should be at the top here, and then I ordered some new M badges here. These need to be flipped around as well. But in any case, just thought I'd do some light cleaning. Let's see how it goes. Okay, got the wheel off. Looks like we got 15mm spacers on the behind the rim. So as you can see here, I mean, it's not really too dirty. I'll just try to clean as much as I can where I can. But it's just nice to get a look here to see what 18,000 miles looks like. Not too bad. This isn't real scientific. You don't, I mean, dealing with stuff cleaning here, you can pretty much use any cleaner you want. I'm just using some old Grio's engine cleaner, which is just a little bit, it's got a little bit more bite to it. But a lot of this shit is all the same stuff. They just put a different colored dye in it, and I think they just resell it and make you think you need it. Ooh, those are filthy. Absolutely filthy. And I'm not going to give it the absolute Pebble Beach Concours effort here. I'm just looking to get the worst off. I tell you one thing I would like. I'd love to get some upgraded brakes and get them painted Phoenix Yellow Metallic to match the car. That would look really good, but I don't think it's worth painting these. I mean, these things, they're really not that big of brakes. I'd rather have just a new set, completely painted from scratch, custom, than take these off as the originals and keep them. And it's just amazing how many parts on here got M on them. You know, it's, I'll show you here in a sec. Obviously, brakes got the M here, there's M everywhere. Hell, even, oh, you can't see it, the sort of the wheel well covers M3. No expense spared, baby. Now, if I was taking one of the Porsches to the Porsche parade and entering it in one of their like preservation concours and stuff, those assholes are doing this stuff for like 6 months underneath the car. I'm not quite that dedicated. And if you ask a lot of people who've done that sort of shit, I mean the super heavy, you know, concours where you go through like 5,000 Q-tips, they say, you know, it was a wonderful experience. I learned so much. It was an adventure. It was kind of something you had to, you know, it was a box you just had to check off. But I would never fucking do it again. Let me repeat myself. Never fucking do it again. I just kind of get the struts here. Little strut covers cleaned off. And you can see there, lots of dirt here on the, you see that? That is all dirt. And there are no special talents needed to get this shit off. I'm probably going to have to get my toothbrushes out. Get the surface off, but you can see. It's coming off, but you know, there's so many nooks and crannies in there. It's kind of like a popcorn ceiling. I'm gonna have to motherfucker it a bit in order to get more of that off. And you know, when I talked about my buying and selling videos, when I said, you know, you need to spend a week or two to really clean your car better than it's ever been cleaned before you sell it. This is the type of shit that separates your car from all the others when it's time to sell it. Not that I'm selling this car, I'm not selling this car. You know, even though the wheels take up most of the wheel well, because they're 19s and this car is lowered about probably another half an inch. If you got stock ride height, you would definitely see a difference. If you look at your tires, you'll see that the inside of the wheel well is even poking through a lot cleaner. Okay, let me go get my toothbrushes, because I think that's about as far as I can take it with the rag. Let's see here. Yeah, it's loosening it up. I pull back. Kind of that area right there. That's where I've kind of stopped. It's coming. Okay, as you can see, it's coming along, but I gotta get on the inside here the bead where I really can't see. So that's kind of my next piece of business here. Once I get all the way over the top, I'll work on the other side of the strut. But it's not coming off too hard. It's just, you just gotta do a lot of scrubbing. See, I really can't even see when I'm scrubbing here. I'm actually kind of looking in the camera. Man. Yeah. Better than it was. Alright. What I ended up using of all my brushes, I'm using a really heavy wire brush. It seems to be getting more of this stuff loose than some of my softer brushes. And with the surface in here and the paint in here, you can be more abrasive on it. It's not like you're working on the outside. I know some of you out there are thinking, Jesus Christ, Chris, that doesn't look like very much fun. But, you know, these things are like, these kind of projects are almost a little bit therapeutic for me. You know, these are, it's just something to make your car stand out from everybody else's. And you know, you're probably thinking, oh Jesus Christ, you're driving 100 miles, it's just gonna get this dirty again. Well, actually, probably won't, because this has probably never been cleaned before. So this is 11 and a half years of grime and dirt. So it's never going to be this bad again. And that's, you know, when I first got the 930, I mean, it was really, really clean. It was like when I bought this car, you know, it was one of the nicest out there, but it took me a few months to kind of get it to where I wanted it to be. You know, it was a lot of work and you're like, Jesus, this is crazy. But it's, I mean, once you do it once and you just get through it, keeping it up after that is really not that hard because it doesn't build up that much anymore. You know, you get that huge, you get 98% of it off, then every time after that when you clean it, you're just working with like 5 or 10%. So it's not that big of a deal. So getting behind the strut is probably the biggest challenge here. There's some dirt back there I still got to work on. It's coming though. Okay, so pretty much the finished product on the left rear wheel well. Let's take a look at it and see how far we've come. As you can see here, a lot better than what it was, which was the entire intent. You know, and it's one of those things where you can take it as far as you want to take it. I pretty much got as far as I could reach and that was about it, but you know, it's better than it was, that's for sure. I got 3 more of these to go though, and I'll probably clean the tires, the rims while I got them out. I'll clean the back sides of those, so makes sense to do it since I got it off. So very messy. Fortunately, the dirt is coming right off of these things. I've cleaned some wheels in my time that were an absolute bitch. Hours and hours to get one clean. Brake dust and stuff that were literally cooked onto these types of rims. This is definitely the easy part. All right, let's put this bitch back on the car. Not fucking cleaner. I don't really do it. I don't need to tell you that you don't want to put these on completely tight before you load the car. You just want to snug them up. Just don't want them to flex when you put the car back down. That's all I'm looking for. Good enough. Let's see if I can lower this thing down without breaking it. mean, you can definitely see wheel wells are a lot cleaner. All right. We want this to come down very easy. Let the car do all the work, baby. My clearance is not a lot, so I have a lot of room here. Just let the car do the work. Car should sit a little bit higher though, since it's been jacked up. The springs and the shocks take a while to reset. Let's see if we can see a difference. Probably can't see it on the camera, but you can definitely see it here. Just getting the wheels off and cleaning the inside of the wheel wells made a big difference. But hey, it's better than it was. It'll take a few hours for the car to settle back down. I don't know if I'll do the other wheel on this side tonight or not. Might just do one tonight, we'll see. Anyways, there you go. Cleaning wheel wells on an E46 M3. It's not hard, it just takes a little bit of elbow grease.